announce our next guest and keynote speaker. I believe you all know who I'm going to announce now. It's our CEO of Microsoft Corporation, Mr. Steve Ballmer.
Follow. I often get asked for advice, but not all the time. But there's one piece of advice I'd give to everyone. That's me, and this is my Windows Phone. I was trying to figure out who was talking after I got on stage. And I was listening, and I didn't notice, and I was listening, and I said, it sounds like me talking. It was my Windows Phone. So speaking to, first I thought it was German, it was me speaking English. I should have known better. It is a real pleasure to have a chance to be here with you today. Thanks very much for all taking the time. This is a kind of a funky place, but fun, I think. I've been hearing a lot about the startup scene, I have to say, in Berlin, and I guess I'm getting a little taste of it today. Seriously, I hear a lot about this becoming sort of one of the hot spots, not just across Europe, but across the world for startups, and it's good to have a chance to meet with some developers and talk today. I'm enthusiastic to share with you a little bit of perspective on where we're going, what we're trying to get done with Windows, and hopefully for those of you who have written some apps, say thank you. Those of you who are thinking about writing some apps, make sure that you do. That'd be my purpose today, if you will, as we go through things. I'm going to do this. I'm not going to try to give you some big developer speech, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to try to explain to you what I think the real opportunity is for you. And I think there's really some remarkable stuff. We launched Windows 8, and we've launched now the new Windows Phones and Surfaces. They've all come to market. The phones are now starting distribution here in Germany and other countries around the world. And the first question you could say is, okay, what did you do? Why did you do it, and what's the response? Really, with this generation of product, it is fair to say, as we say in our kind of marketing descriptions, we've reimagined Windows. We really have reimagined it. For better and for worse, in some people's opinions, we've reimagined it. We support new processors. We have completely redone the user interface. We're available so that it supports touch, so that it is active, alive, personal. I'll get into some of this. We're in new form factors, phones and tablets and things that you can't even know whether they're a tablet or a PC anymore, in addition to notebooks and desktops. We've embedded services into Windows for the very first time. They come as a piece, whether it's Microsoft Account or SkyDrive. We've reimagined these products from the ground up. I was over at Humboldt University right before this, and was being demonstrated an application that a student had written in a project with us, and he's showing me the work that they've done, and I'm flipping around, I'm touching, probably shouldn't have, I'm touching his tablet myself, and I noticed the start button. And then I charm over, and sure enough, it's Windows 8. So I would say the reviews on our products have been good, but there's still some people with this reimagination who yearn for the good old days, and that's okay too. But it's a complete reimagination. And so the question then is, how are things being, what's the reaction? First, In the first 3 days that we were out, we sold about 4 million upgrades, not new computers, but upgrades to Windows 8. That's a pretty strong start. If you read the press on these products, overwhelmingly, I would say on Surface, the press has been outstanding. Surface, of course, is the first computer, I don't know, I call Xbox a computer too, so maybe not, but it's the first Windows machine Microsoft has ever made. And as CNET says, you know, Microsoft Surface is hot, but I think that's a good reflection of the general sentiment about the product. On Windows Phone, I don't think we've ever had a product, frankly, get as good reviews as the new Windows phones are getting. Whether they're from Nokia or HTC or Samsung or others, they have really been brilliant. On Windows 8, also, the reviews have been very strong. Windows 8 bridging the gap, and yet, you know, there will be some people say, you've reimagined it so much, like my student friend at Humboldt University who may yearn for the old days, if you will. The quote I like best, which is up here on the slide, who would have thought that in 2012, Microsoft would be the company with the boldest phone and software design? I really like that. But we and the developers who work with us still have just a ton of opportunity and a ton of work to do. The last thing I'll do tonight before I get on a plane and head to France, the last thing, I want to go into a MediaMarkt store and see what the shopping experience is like. My guess is, well, no, my guess is we haven't really flushed the pipeline of the old computers. And so these beautiful new computers that have really been designed with Windows 8 in mind, that have laptops as well as tablet-style form factors, that have touch screens, they haven't really even fully hit the market today. Systems with Intel's new Atom processor haven't really fully hit the market today. I'll see what MediaMarkt's got, whatever one they find here in Berlin, but it's part of what we still need to do to get the base converted, is to have these beautiful new machines in place. And of course, we need the applications that will come from the folks in this room and many other people across the globe. What are the benefits? It's one thing to say we reimagined Windows. What are the benefits that we think we brought to the world and that I think the reviews show through? The benefits are really fourfold. Number one, we really do have the best PCs ever. Now there's an installed base of about 1.2 billion PCs in the world, and we owe it to that, to all of you and many others, to just make PCs better. They're not going away, they're not disappearing. Yes, new form factors are also important, but the PC is the machine on which more people are more productive every day around the world than any other. And with Windows 8, machines are faster, they turn on quicker, the operating system takes up less space, less memory. It is just a better system than anything we've ever built. It runs on new hardware architectures, it supports new input techniques, and it does all of that in a first-class way. Secondly, with Windows 8, we really are trying to bring together the best of worlds. You don't have to pick between a tablet or a PC. You really will have these devices like Surface, which look like a tablet and then look like a PC. And you won't quite know what happened. Yes, you pop out a kickstand and fold down a cover. But it doesn't seem like that should be the difference. And yet, as people figure out where they want to invest their money and what kind of device they want to have, they don't have to choose between worlds. You don't have to choose between the world of productivity and work and the world of entertainment.